Hello, and welcome back to Controller Culture, where we break down the games that shape the way we play. And today, we are discussing my most favorite topic, bro, and that is hating on Triple A studios. And guess what? EA has officially done it again. They took one of the most beloved, charming, and creative little games ever made and managed to turn it into a modern mess. Because Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, the so-called remaster of the original PopCap classic is out. Or well, it leaked, and let's just say it's not looking pretty. If you grew up playing Plants vs. Zombies in 2009, you remember the joy of pea shooters, walnuts, and lawnmowers defending your backyard from a horde of goofy zombies. It was funny, it was addictive, and it ran perfectly on literally any potato PC. Fast forward 14 years later, and EA decided to replant it. Only this time, instead of watering it with love and nostalgia, they dumped AI sludge all over it. When EA announced Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, the internet actually got excited. For once, there was genuine optimism, because on paper, it sounded simple. Take one of the most iconic casual games ever made, remaster it in HD, add a few quality of life improvements, maybe some new music, smoother animations, controller support, the basics. No one was asking for microtransactions, NFTs, or mobile tier monetization. Just a faithful HD version of the OG game that shaped a generation. And to their credit, the announcement was nostalgic. The trailer was clean and colorful. They even included a message on Twitter saying, "We can confirm we are not using AI." That one line earned a lot of goodwill. Fans were like, wow, EA learned something. They're respecting the art this time. Yeah, about that. A few days before release, the entire game leaked online. And not in some shady hacker way, literally by renaming the old Plants vs. Zombies exe file. That's right. If you had the original PC version installed, you could change its file name to match the new one and boom, you're in Replanted. It's like leaving your house key under the mat and acting shocked when someone walks in. So, players started exploring this accidental early access. And what they found was rough. First off, performance. This game runs like absolute garbage. Frame drops, stutters, input lag on a remaster of a 2009 2D tower defense game. You could run Cyberpunk 2077 smoother than this thing. And the reason? The devs didn't build it off the original PC version. They used the mobile port as the foundation. Yeah, the one made for iPhones and iPads over a decade ago. That version had its own compressed textures, simplified animations, and touch controls. So when they tried to upscale it to PC, it turned into a Frankenstein of mismatched resolutions and janky performance. Calling Replanted a remaster is generous. This is closer to a lazy port with a glossy filter slapped on it. Everything feels off. The menus, the animations, even the hitboxes in some case. And then there's the art. Oh my days, the art. So remember that line, "We can confirm we are not using AI." Yeah, that did not age well. Once players dug into the game files, it became clear that almost all the HD visuals were AI upscaled versions of the mobile assets. For anyone who doesn't know, AI upscaling is a process where a machine guesses what an image would look like in higher resolution. It's not redrawing, it's guessing. And when it guesses wrong, you get smudged lines, weird details, and characters that look like they've been filtered through Vaseline. It doesn't look pretty. And what makes this worse, the original artists of Plants vs. Zombies publicly said they'd love to come back and help. They were ready and willing. But instead of bringing them on board, EA went the cheap route. Feed the assets into an AI tool, deny it, and call it handcrafted HD. So here's what $20 gets you with Replanted. A port of the mobile version, not the PC one, the mobile version. AI upscaled visuals that look blurry, inconsistent, and worse than the original assets. New bugs, from texture flickering to broken animations. 2 new game modes that were literally just scrapped content from the original 2009 version. Full screen issues including weird sidebars if you try to go widescreen, and just general sloppiness across the board. All this for a game that originally cost $5, a quarter of the price we have to pay for this replanted version. Side by side, the comparisons are absolutely brutal. In the original PC version, the grass looked lush, the sunlight had this warm tone, and the zombies had that goofy charm with clean outlines. In Replanted, everything looks flatter, darker, and muddier. And it's not even about nostalgia, it's about clarity. When you upscale mobile sprites, they lose detail and contrast. Some of the pea shooters look like they've been smoothed into oblivion. There's something ironically tragic about the HD version looking worse than a game made before the iPhone 4 existed. And here's the thing, EA didn't need to mess this up. They already had the PC built, the art exists, the gameplay works perfectly. All they had to do was remaster that, polish it, and maybe even add a few extras like music or commentary tracks. But instead, they went for the cheapest, fastest method possible by taking mobile assets, adding AI filters, and boom, calling it a HD remaster. It's like EA saw Capcom's success with Resident Evil remakes and said, we can do that, but what if we spent absolutely nothing on it? $20 might not sound like a lot, but when you realize it's 4 times the price of the original game, it becomes absurd. You're paying more for something that looks and plays worse. And again, this isn't some obscure cult game. Plants vs. Zombies is a legacy title. It defined a genre, it brought millions into gaming, and it genuinely deserved better. Naturally, fans weren't happy. Reddit threads, Steam discussions, and Twitter posts are full of people showing AI artifacts, frame rate drops, and comparison clips. Even modders had to step in, saying they can fix half these issues within a week, which says a lot when random fans who are doing this in their free time can literally outdo a multi-billion-dollar company with a few patches and GIMP filters. Some players even started calling it Plants vs. Zombies Reheated, which honestly might be the most accurate title yet. But this isn't about one bad remaster, it's part of a bigger trend in gaming. We're entering an era where nostalgia is becoming monetized like crazy, but without the craftsmanship to back it up. AI is being used as a shortcut, not as a tool, and publishers like EA think they can rely on nostalgia alone to carry a product. But here's the truth. Nostalgia doesn't fix bad execution. People will notice, especially when the original game is right there on Steam, running better, looking better, and costing a quarter of the price. It didn't have to be this way, honestly. Imagine if EA brought back the original artists, gave them proper credit, remastered the hand-drawn sprites, and maybe even added new plants or zombies as fan service. A simple $10 to $15 remake with care and honesty could have been a slam dunk. Instead, we got a lazy upscale that somehow manages to disrespect both the original creators and the fans. So yeah, Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is the perfect storm of corporate laziness, bad priorities, and denial. EA had a golden opportunity to remind everyone why PopCap was once a household name. Instead, they turned a timeless classic into an example of what the gaming industry is starting to look like. And honestly, as a gamer myself, this thing honestly does tick me off most times. At the end of the day, nostalgia only works when you treat it with love, not shortcuts. And until publishers like EA learn that, we'll keep seeing remasters that look and feel worse than the originals. If you decided to buy this game, I'm sorry. Let us know in the comments what you think about this Replanted title. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to us here at Controller Culture for more reviews, retrospectives, and discussions. That's all from us for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm telling you, dude, these guys are absolute donuts. I didn't even know this was going on. All you had to do was just make it HD. That's it. Oh my gosh, bro. Flippin' EA. Oh my days. And I love it. I want to see them burn. I'll be there. Front row tickets.